How's it going, everyone? Jyee from Wolfpack Support Services, your psychosocial recovery coach. So this year I have dedicated a lot of my downtime to putting together a framework that I have been working on the last probably 10 to 15 years. I used to struggle with my emotions. I would have massive outbursts, and I had different challenges, got myself locked up in a psych ward a number of years ago for being suicidal. And when that happened, I said to the psychiatrist in there, I said, no, you gotta let me out. I need to get back to work. I'm never coming back. Like, let me out of here. I'm done. And that kind of really kicked off the start of my journey. And that has led me into coming out on the other side of a fractured neck in two places. I had a bit of a forklift accident where I fractured right next to the artery in two different discs in the back of my neck. And the nurse said to me that life's never going to be the same, and that if I re-fracture or re-break the bone in my neck, that I'll just die because it's right next to the artery. It's in line with the artery. So a lot of people freak out when I talk about my fractured neck, but to be honest, it just amps me up. I get so pumped that I'm still here. I get to kick ass all the time. And yeah, so this has led me to writing the Wolfpack Way. It is a 6-in-1 book, a bit of a framework that's quite thick. This book can be just read straight through. I do have a few clients who like to use it as a reference book where they have a particular, say, trigger or a particular issue that they've got happening in their life, and they'll go through it. No, I need this section, and then they'll just touch base with it. The reason I've gone to that effort to put this together is when I was onboarding new clients, I would be like, okay, what are we working on? What are we doing? How can I be of service to you? How can I help what problems are you having? And there was always a common thing that would happen on the back end of that. Would be, I'd give them a list of 10 different books that they'd have to read to solve their one problem. And look, to be honest, I know a lot of people don't read. I know a lot of people will stick to their own lane. They don't want to go back to school or anything like that. And so I wanted to take all the complex issues and the complex psychology, epigenetics, all these crazy science, and take it from a really massive thing to consolidate it as far down as I could, to be able to hand a tool to almost anyone and give that person the opportunity to reset their nervous system. Because at the end of the day, I believe that no one's broken. We are who we are based on different circumstances that we may not have control of. And for an example, that our childhood, first 7 to 10 years is your imprint years, and we absorb everything around us. We absorb the good, the bad, the ugly from our parents, our siblings, and yeah, it can be a massive challenge to overcome those imprint years. It takes a lot of ownership and willpower, resilience to do that, and I've successfully done that myself, and I know how difficult that actually is. Going to spend the next 30 years passing that gift on to other people, and I'm opening the world to the challenge of resetting your nervous system. And so yeah, I would just love for people to sit down and have a crack and have a read and get curious. So yeah, if you want to check out my website, wpss.com.au, all the links for my books, whether you can get it directly from Amazon, you can get Australia, US and UK. Also you can also get bundles through me as well. So you just order through my PayHip store, and that means that I'm able to send them directly to you as a bundle, as a package. So, and the more eyes we can get on this now, going to give me the ability to create the online courses as well. So I'm kind of really just hoping to get some support and get some eyes on the book and see what we can do about it. So yeah, if you know somebody who could be from a teacher, wellbeing officer, social worker, psychologist, look, you know what? I've thrown this book up against all kinds of different professionals. Everyone who's read it has said it's very, very good at what it does, and it takes very complex information and science and things and made it as simple as possible. But yeah, cool. I'll see you again on YouTube and videos.